Okay, let us start with first paragraph. We go line by line and see difficult words also. Let us start with first para. Soapy left his bench and strolled out of the square. Strolled means walk in a leisurely way. Stroll means walk in a leisurely way. एक रमत गमत जाणं फिरणं या अर्थाने. Strolled out of the square and across the level sea of asphalt. Now, sea of asphalt. Now, asphalt means gravel or grit, small granules of stone used in a road development. त्याला आपण डांबर असं म्हणतो. Now here, sea of asphalt stands for one kind of road which is made up of asphalt. डांबराचा रस्ता जो आहे तो इथे अपेक्षित आहे. Where Broadway and Fifth Avenue flow together. Up Broadway, he turned and stopped at luxurious cafe. Soapy had confidence in himself from the lowest button of his waist upward. Waist means coat or jacket. Waist. He was shaven and his coat was trim and his neat black bow. Trim means neat, orderly, व्यवस्थित या अर्थाने trim. His coat was trim and his neat black bow had been presented to him by a lady missionary on Thanksgiving Day. Here, Thanksgiving Day is given. What is the meaning of Thanksgiving Day? The fourth Thursday of November, marked by religious observances and traditional meals. A particular day is there in foreign country. If only he could reach a table in the restaurant unsuspected, success would be his. The portion of him that would show above the table would raise no doubt in the waiter's mind. A roasted mallard. Roasted means bake or cook. Here, mallard stands for a duck mostly used as a food in western part of the world. One kind of mallard duck. छान असं एक प्रकारचं खाद्य आहे ते रोस्टेड mallard duck. Thought Soapy would be about the thing with a bottle of wine and then some cheese, a cup of coffee and a cigar. $1 for the cigar would be enough. The total would not be so high as to call forth any extreme of revenge from the cafe management. Yet the meal would leave him filled and happy for the journey to Winter Island. Now here, Winter Island stands for jail or prison. कैद किंवा jail असं म्हटलंय Winter Island. But Soapy set foot aside the restaurant door. The head waiter's eye fell upon his tattered trouser. Tattered means torn, rags, फाटलेले जीर्ण या अर्थाने. Tattered trousers and decadent shoes. Decadent means old and worn out. Meaning is given here. Old and worn out, जीर्ण झालेले shoes. Strong and ready hands turn him about and conveyed him in a silence and haste to the sidewalk and abhorred means stop or turn away. टाळणे या अर्थाने turn away. The ignoble fate. Ignoble means dishonorable. Ignoble, shameful, लाजिरवाणं. Ignoble fate of the Minas mallard. Minas stands for forbidden or threaten. Possible danger to the mallard. Minas mallard. Soapy turned off Broadway. It seemed that his route to the coveted island. Coveted means greatly desired. हवं असलेलं, greatly desired. Was not to be an easy one. Some other way of entering the limbo stands for border place between heaven and hell. It is here the meaning is nothing but prison, jail या अर्थाने. Entering the limbo must be devised. Now here in the first paragraph, at the beginning of the story, here Soapy left his bench and walked leisurely on the road, thinking about his arrest. He turned and stopped at a luxurious cafe. Now, before entering the hotel, he thinks about his clothes. Here, he thinks about his clothes. Well-shaven face, black bow that that is given on Thanksgiving Day, and he thinks that it is all these things are sufficient for him to get entry in the luxurious cafe. If only he could reach a table in the restaurant unsuspected, success would be his here. He decided to eat roasted mala duck, a bottle of wine, some cheese, a cup of coffee, and a cigar. That will sufficient for him to quench his hunger. The head waiter's eye, unfortunately, head waiter's eye fell upon his tattered trouser and decadent shoes, and Soapy was forbidden to enter in the cafe. Soapy thinks that the journey to the jail is not easy one. Now he came out at a corner of the Sixth Avenue here. At a corner of the Sixth Avenue. At a corner of the Sixth Avenue, electric lights and had cunningly displayed wares behind plateless glass made a shop window attractive. Soapy took a stone and dashed it through the glass. People came running round the corner, a policeman in the lead. Soapy stood still with his hands in his pocket and smiled at the sight of brass button. Where is the man that done that? Inquired the officer agitatedly. Don't you think that I might have had something to do with it? Said Soapy with a friendly voice. As one greets good fortune. The policeman refused to accept Soapy even as a clue. Men who smash windows do not remain to chat with the police. They take to their heels. The policeman saw a man halfway down the block running to catch a car. With drone club he joined in the pursuit. Soapy, with disgust in his heart, drifted along, twice unsuccessful. On the opposite side of the street was a restaurant of no great pretensions. It catered to large appetites and modest purses. Its crockery and atmosphere were thick, its soup and napery thin. Into this place Soapy betook himself without challenge. At a table he sat and consumed beefsteak, flapjacks, donuts and pie. And then he told the waiter the fact that the minutest coin and himself were total stranger. Now get busy and call a cough, said Soapy, and don't keep a gentleman waiting. No cough for you, said the waiter, with a voice like buttercakes and an eye like the cherry in the Manhattan cocktails. Hey, con! Neatly upon his left ear on the collar's pavement, two waiters pitched Soapy. He arose joint by joint as a carpenter's rule opens and dusted his clothes. Arrest seemed now but an elusive dream. The island seemed very far away. A policeman who stood before a drugstore 2 doors away laughed and walked down the streets. Okay, here we stop.